Hello, Ponchwein, and welcome back to the Eastern Front. I hope everyone's having a great day, and if not, I hope this video will make it a bit better. So, the last time I recorded was actually like 2 weeks ago, and like my sincere apologies to everyone who looks forward to these videos. I know I have a lot of you guys that follow very diligently and so on, but I'm just a normal guy with like a normal life and everything. I have things in my life that I need to take care of before like this. Sorry to say, but like YouTube is just a hobby and it's basically pretty low priority for me, sadly. However, I do enjoy making these videos, so don't worry about that. It's just that you have to allocate your time wisely. I don't know how to say it, I mean, I don't make any money of this. I can't like sustain myself on making YouTube videos. It's just a hobby. However, I do try to get them out, and I think we're having a pretty cool battle on our hands. We have some strong SS units here. This one has Tigers, this one has Panthers, and we have here some regular army guys from the 167th Infantry Division, so from the regular German army, the Heer. And here we have as well some guys from the 308th Infantry Regiment, also of the regular Heer. However, these are allied units, so they're controlled by the AI, which I, for some reason, allowed when I started, this campaign. For some stupid reason, I allowed these guys to be controlled by the friendly AI, which is, like, dog awful in this game. But, yeah, let's get into the battle and check out the landscape, shall we? Okay, so here we are. You guys that have been along for the journey, you will recognize this place from this was one of my staging areas from the previous campaign. So that was in the winter time. We had a mortar team, I think, set up behind this tumulus, which is just like a grave mound. So these are ancient grave mounds, basically. We have actually pretty nearby to my house, or where I live in Sweden, we have some very big tumuluses. Anyway. This is the battle we have at hand, and we have this river here, Uda, a ford here as well in the river, which I do want to, if we have this, so you can see this gray area is the line which decides where we can go and where we can't. So within this gray area I can move freely, outside I cannot order anyone. So I believe that getting across here would be a pretty cool thing to do, because then we can control both sides of the river as well. Over here we have a broken bridge. Maybe that's a possible fording location. Let's see here. Yeah, this looks fordable. So I do want to control all of these things, because then we can severely limit the Soviet supply in here. So we will create a pocket which we can destroy as well. So yeah. Anyway, this will be a meeting engagement. So we're both the Soviets want to attack us, so we want to attack them. But our goal for the day, I think, should be to get across this ford in the river and get a beachhead here on the other side. And yeah, maybe try pushing a bit like this. I would want to. This here though, this little stream is a great natural obstacle for us. We will have a hard time getting across there. We do have this railroad line or railroad, that we can get across, as well as here the main road, the Rollbahn. These are only useful places where we can actually get across, I would say, with vehicles. We can get infantry across. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at all of this and put out all the guys, place the units where I want them, and then I'll get back to you guys, okay? Okay, here we are, guys. Everything is put into place, everything is deployed, and let's see how they actually deploy, because how you put them there and how they end up, it doesn't sync up one-to-one. Because the world is in 3D and you put them on a grid. But I mean, it's all right. Oh my god, look at Bruh. This is our friendly unit. You see this deployment, you know, this is crazy, guys. This is the what the heck? Just a whole, like, just bunched up randomly in a field. And one, like, platoon over here. Oh, anyway. I won't even commentate on our friendly AI, like, about this, because that's just silly. Let's see here. It's 16:39, forecast is clear, weather is clear. Hot as hell. 35 Celsius, that's, you know, when I was in Hungary this summer, it was 35 Celsius. I was, you know, I was out, bro. I could not function as a normal human being. My poor girlfriend, she wanted to go to all the, like, cute coffee places and stuff. I went along, but, you know, I had basically the battle morale of, like, 6th Army soldier in Stalingrad in, like, January 43 or something. You know, I was not at the peak of my game. I don't deal with the hot weather that well. Anyway, let's go through all the different companies we have, shall we? So here we have the first SS company with the Panthers attached. So these guys, the infantrymen, their mission will mainly to hold this across so that the enemy does not cross the railroad line. We have 2 Panthers here set up as, like, you know, if things get bad or whatever, I can use these 2 guys however I want on this side of the railroad. As we can see from this map here, we have these horizontal lines. This means that these are mined areas, so I want to be very careful pushing across with tanks across the railroad. So I'm hoping I can just have these guys stay here. I have these 2 guys over here, though, set up in hull down positions here, which will be pretty cool. I hope it works out as I intend. That they will, like, be able to use the train to their how do you say it, their advantage. So let me just give him an order to push up a bit more towards the train, or towards the berm here. So yeah, that's about it. These 2 Panthers will hold here initially to see if they will push out across this field and stuff, and, you know, have some overview here. But if, like, the situation goes to our favor, I'm gonna shift these guys to the right to support, like, out here in the open field, which is where I would, like, honestly like to have them, kind of. But we will see what the battle calls for. You can't plan too hard. You just have to see how the battle, like, develops. We also have these 2 infantry guns. So these are little 7.5 guns, which will be also looking over the field here with their spotter, or how you can say it, like, firing leader up here on the hill, so he can direct targets, and I guess he can yell down to the guys and tell them where to put them. That's what I'm hoping. Here we have the 2nd SS company. So on this side here we have, what is this? 1 infantry platoon over here. They will coordinate with the 1st SS company's Panthers over here. We also have these AT guns set up in a very nice position, so they can like, coordinate or work together with infantry guns over here. So this, like, little place is gonna be very like, how do you say it? In Swedish we would call it slagkraftig. So, like, you know, I will probably put a translation on screen. I don't know how to really translate it. It's a lot of power in, like, a small place. They also do have some infantry, or, like, an infantry platoon here. A platoon of, like, how many? Yeah, 18 men in this platoon. So nothing to write home about. However, they will hold this position for now and maybe advance along the road or whatever we want them to do. We also have here a recon group, which is mechanized. Also, this infantry platoon, I've done something I rarely do. I let the transport pretty close nearby, so if I want to mount these guys up into the truck and these guys into their APCs and, you know, push them out here across the fording spot, we can do that. So yeah, they also have a spotter, which I put here, so his like, area of how how do you say it? His area of responsibility is this side of the Golban here, so he's covering the north side, and we have another spotter over here, which I didn't mention earlier. He's covering the south side. So basically that's what we're looking at. We also do have these magnificent tanks, the Tigers, which we hopefully can put to good use. In real life, these were, when they were designed, which was in the like 30s, not a lot of people know that. They think it was like, how can you say it, a bit more late war. It's quite on like early design. They were intended to be breakthrough tanks, so they would these were intended as offensive weapons. However, on the Eastern Front, they turned into something totally different, used in like, how do you say it? Fire department, we would call it in Sweden, units, like a unit that is transported across the front line. So these would be bunched up into heavy tank battalions. All the Tigers, basically. They were very rarely like a part of a division or something, like organically. Großdeutschland division, which was one of the Wehrmacht's like most powerful or better trained divisions, they had an organic, I think, battalion of Tigers, but that was like not very, like, that was very unusual. So, but these were made to, or this happened to become, I'm rambling. Sorry, these these Tigers, these tanks, they like got assigned into heavy tank battalions, which were then coordinated along the front line where they were needed the most. So if one front sector needed something like border reinforcements, or they were getting pushed in pretty hard, you know, they could transfer these tanks over there. Bet probably a lot of you guys knew that already, but yeah, I just wanted to yap a bit about it. Over here we have our, I would say, weakest unit for the day, which is the, well, weakest in manpower. It's pretty strong unit like by equipment, but you know, it's the 5th SS company, which has a mixed tank platoon of 1 T-34 and 2 Panthers, which we will try to like build our defense around a little bit. This will be vital if the enemy is intending to cross in this place. Hopefully they won't. I mean, it's already mined, this like railroad, so that's not my mines, those are the Soviet mines. And we do have some like anti-tank guns, which are not in very good positions, but it's hard to like do good positions around here. We have some MGs, we have some infantry in quote-unquote platoons. This platoon is just a squad. This platoon is also very like, or kind of reduced, so yeah. I did put 2 MGs up here, or one of the MG like groups, which might be a bad idea. They are very like susceptible to being like flanked and stuff, but I want to have something that can look across this way, and if anything shows up they can mow it down, and hopefully I will have the time and stuff to order them back. You know, we will see, you know. I'm not counting on these guys surviving. I just needed to fill out the line a bit. I'm kinda going for a hedgehog defense, or well, for this battle group at least. So yeah. Here we have something interesting. We have the 5th company of the 167th Infantry Division, which are told to hold fire the majority of company. I have put their MG-34s up on this slope, so to say. Here they can have a good eye on the field, and also a bit across the river here, so hopefully they will be able to slow down any advancing Soviet units. The reason why I want these guys to hold their fire, well, for now, I don't want to reveal them. If anything comes too close to this like little group of buildings here, sure, they will have to fire in self-defense. But these guys, mainly I want to be like one of the units that I push across the river, you know, so they are there for that. And I mean, we will see what happens with all these guys. This might turn into a really, you know, poor video. Cool, he's got a scoped rifle, pretty nice. Anyway, let's get this party started, shall we? Yeah, so here we also have some broken like how do you say it? AT guns. This one should be broken. Yeah, it's broken. AT rifles, and they already bumped into a mine, these guys. Anyway, so these are basically like broken units and a spotter, or like this is a, how can you say it? This was a spotter. The actual like spotter for the artillery is dead, and this is his support unit, basically. A free man little group that's there to support the spotter and keep him from getting ambushed and stuff. So yeah, let's see what happens with these guys. We've also, of course, set up TRPs wherever I like suspect enemies might push, or where they might be, or where they want to go, and stuff like that. So yeah, here we go. Just walking straight over the mines. They also have the Puck 97. Ooh. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. That's crazy. That's like a IED in Afghanistan or something. Oh my god, bro. And here's the artillery. Obviously, I did not want to put... Okay. First contact. Tigers are spotting. Very nice. AT guns up there are also... Let's see here. That's black, I guess, which would mean smoke is in the way, or gray, impossible to fire. I don't know. Anyway, a T-34 here is spotted by our Tiger. So let's check this out. I think that was a shot that went past. Yeah, rounds are impacting close to him. Oof. Yeah, he's getting down here though. I don't know, he will not be able to cross this. He will probably flip over. Yep, you are not getting out of there, buddy. Yeah, that's it. That's easily happen. That could easily happen in real life, by the way. Oh, Christ. Here we have some enemies. Let's first, before we get to that, this could easily happen in real life. The visibility out of a T-34 and like the ability, the driver has a, you know, it's basically like Silent Hill inside there. You're stuck in this rusty, like very horrible place, and it's very tight. And like when you switch the gears, you know, look up a video from inside a T-34, the driver station, and when they switch the gears, you basically have to hit it with a hammer to get into like the higher gears. It's horrible. Some were made later with a like 5 gearbox. So the originals came with like 4 gears, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think later they came with a 5 gearbox, and they were a bit better, but still not good. And you know, yeah. I mean, in real life, you can order, for example, take a look at this. You can order a platoon-sized like attack across here, and you will not see this. You will push, push, push. Imagine you're an infantryman right now. Push, push, push. You start taking fire. Run, run, poof, and here you end up. I mean, that's not unreasonable. That's like not out of the like plausible things that can happen in war. Anyway, here we go. So we might want to back you up because I saw infantry moving across there, and you, my guy, I want you to take a position here. Okay, cool. So yeah, we are spotting. They are trying to move, and we have tanks. Christ, we have tanks over there. So let's take a look at that. This is gonna... That's why I don't like these big battles, man. I like in the next campaign. I promise you, I would do. There will be something a bit smaller scale, because, you know, this is... Ooh, this is too much to like keep a hold of for one man. Actually, you get back there, buddy, and you should reverse. And the T-34, okay, we're out of command points. We're out of mana or something. Okay, let's see here. These T-34s, I think, might be firing. However, let's see what happens. Okay. Our Tiger is taking fire over here. And these guys are taking fire as well. The 5th SS are taking fire back there. Okay, our Tiger should be fine. Christ. I don't know how we will be able to do this shit. I'm sorry guys, but this is such a weak company over here. The 5th SS, that is. Everyone is focusing on the tanks. However, these guys really need to start looking at what's in front of them, these tanks. These MGs are starting to work, the ones I placed over there, so that's good. Okay. See, this is not cool. These guys are getting pushed up on. Let's have you move over here. Yeah, see, they're getting grenades in and everything here. Oh my god. And this is a huge tank pushes here as well over here. Okay, they're taking fire though, and they seem to be getting hit a bit. Yeah, this one is smoking already. Very nice. Yes, yes, yes. Good work, good work. Good work, good work, good work. So the tanks are focusing their fire. The MGs here are doing pretty good, I would hope, or I would say. Let's see if we can spot anything. Yeah, I see him over there. MGs are doing good work. You need to be rotated this way, Mr. Panther. Okay. I knew there was a good idea to put a MG nest over here. Okay, cool. Okay, the MGs over here have taken a casualty. These tanks are getting picked off though. Nice, they're burning. These MGs are getting murked without any chance to return fire. Hold on. Unit lost. Yeah, these guys. They're not doing too hot. So, because these T-34s are in a position where our own friendly tanks cannot do a whole lot against them. And this whole, like, battle group over here has, like, no AT capabilities whatsoever, I would say. Let's try to have these guys just move. Get out of there. You know. Let's see. Can anyone see? Yeah, no, these guys will have a hard time. Maybe these guys can see across. Yeah, maybe they can get some shot off. So I don't know though. I don't know. We have some units pushing out here. We have a mortar over there. Okay. Nice. Tiger or Panther putting a high explosive right here. Yeah, this push should be getting like, yeah, they're retreating as well. It looks like they're moving back. Something has managed to push up here though. I'm sure of that. Let's see if we can have Pachtle push up with his squad. And let's see if we can't have the T-34 push out this way and this Panther push out this way. Okay. Okay. These guys are cooked out here, by the way. This whole MG formation, totally cooked. I would leave the guns and just run if I were them. They're totally destroyed. Mortars are firing from here. Pretty cool. I have their spotter up here. And the telephone cable over there. Okay. Yeah, those T-34s won't be... More tanks over here. Okay. Looks like we maybe are hitting something. I don't know. More T-34s out here in the field. And here we go. Here we see... Okay, Pakla is moving here. Pretty cool. We're getting into contact with the Soviets here. Yes. Taking fire are they, and they're getting bogged down as well. Not so weird though. Let's have the T-34 push up with them. Mortars are impacting here. Dieter's platoon is taking the brunt of it. Here we have a whole squad trying to flank. Should be getting cut down by these MGs. Oh god. Let's see here. Yeah. Can't combat. Is the Russian AT gun. So, yeah. Or, well, it's our AT gun, but it's a Russian AT gun converted for German use, basically. Hopefully the T-34 here can get something done. And let's have Pak like get into these houses. And let's have the T-34. Come on, push up, buddy. Push up. Need to get it going. See how it's going. Yeah, these are our MG men desperately trying to get back. Someone is going in retreat. Who's that? Okay, Pachmaya. Or what's his name? That's not Pachmaya. Dinter with the squad leader Pachmaya here. So this squad is in full retreat. Not the best place to go, but you know, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Oh Christ, our T-34 got taken out. From what, I wonder? Let's see. Huh. Can't really see. There's some red stuff here. I don't know if that's blood or like gearbox fluid or something. Oh, hello. Hello. I don't know what took him out though. Let's see if he... Disabled driver gunner. Okay. No more damage though, it seems like. Anyway. Yeah, let's have you get back here then. Okay, weird. Let's have the Panther move up together then. Yeah, the AT gun here is totally lost. Let's have the crew... Nope. Let's have the crew go or back here. Oh, this is turning into a shit show. Captives taken over here though. Very nice. This MGs was a good idea. These MGs. And look at this shit. I mean... This is so stupid. That's so dumb. Anyway. Tanks are firing here across the... Oh, we took one more out here as well. So we have taken out some T-34s actually. This one is being targeted by the Tigers. He's firing across there at remaining MG like squads. Firing whilst he's moving and almost hitting us. Ooh! Nice hit. Not enough though. Got hit by an 88 right there under the barrel. Okay. Yeah, that sounded like another impact. We are taking heavy casualties, and they're centered around here. Pain. This squad, or this platoon has been reduced to a squad. Pachtla has taken a casualty. One gun here is destroyed. MG platoon is doing pretty good though. We're gonna have to reinforce here. Hold on. Look at this shit though. That's depressing, honestly. So what we're gonna do is move these two infantry platoons all the way over. So let's see here. Maybe you guys can just take the road over there, and then I want you to push out, fan out in this direction. Okay, cool. So good luck, guys. Hopefully they don't take this road. I want them to take this road. We will see though. They get up to. Honestly, you never know. Now they're trying to group up. Hold on. So what I want you guys to do is let's order them platoon for platoon. Okay, they should not be taking this road. It should be going quite alright. They should be, yeah, they shouldn't be too dumb with it. Anyway, let's see here now that these MG men, let's have them just take up a defensive position here. Most of their MGs are, I think, abandoned or maybe, you know, in bad condition. Let's just keep these guys away for now. These guys, however, let's have them maneuver this way, and let's have all these guys fire at will, as they are. Let's see, where did this T-34? That is the T-34. So weird what happened to this tank. I don't think it's like broken or anything, no. Can't find any impacts either. Maybe they were like going with the hatches open and got sprayed. So weird. So weird. Anyway. The attack over here seems to have slowed down for now. Oh shit, they're marching into where I'm firing like... how do you say this? Where I'm trying to zero in my fire mission. Okay, crazy. Mortars are firing into the open here. Very nice. Let's take a closer look at that. So yeah. Soviet infantrymen are being caught out. Here's a abandoned T-34. Cool. Here's a burning T-34. Or here we have more. Here we have some trucks and stuff. That might be like some kind of supply or like headquarters unit. Anyway. Okay, these guys might be getting into a fight with like these units. I don't know. Let's see what happens. These guys have made their way across good. Pretty cool. I think the Soviet attack over here has dwindled down actually. Cool. Let's have these Panthers then push out here. Or well, to here rather. Okay, cool. These Tigers, maybe we can push out. Let's see here. Yeah, we should be able to push up here. So let's begin with just having them go all the way out there. So this is in cover, and then they can get up on the berm and start firing at targets over here. Let's go, guys. Come on. These guys, let's disallow that so they don't crawl anymore. So don't act with caution and fire at will. So they will do just a regular platoon movement. This company over here is so freaking destroyed. They already have taken 22 losses. Pain. 5th SS company is in no shape, way or form, you know, able to act as a unit right now. They have been too reduced. Sad. This is just madness, bro. Look at this. Just, I'm so dumb for allowing the AI to have control, because this is what it amounts to. Anyway, let's see if we can find any Soviets. Yeah, here they are in nice concealed positions. This should be a bloodbath. Dude, one artillery strike or whatever here. This is... Oh my god. It's so dumb. This pisses me off, honestly. Okay. Panthers are making their way over. Very nice. Infantry platoons here from the 1st company are moving their way over. Also to reinforce this position here. Westernmost position of the battle. Very nice. And these guys, they can just keep pushing. I feel like they should be able to just ignore the infantry for now. Captives taken over here. That's not me taking them, that's my friendly units. Yeah, here we go. Panthers are going, keeping on. So here we are taking some fire. Our infantry platoon over here is. Saw some tracers. Oh shit. Was that one of our own, like, artilleries or artillery shells, or what was that? Big explosion over here. Retreat. Yeah, you should be retreating. Out of the game. This freaking friendly AI, man. Okay, cool. Tigers have reached their goal. Let's push them up here on the hill. So I want them to get up on this hill here, and they can target the tanks. Yes, good. So these retreat markers, I'm pretty sure, is all of this. Because they tried to just push hundreds of men across into the open field, and there's enemy tanks. So, yeah. Let's have our tigers here disallowed from firing at the infantry. They will only fire at tanks. Okay. And these tigers, if they can, I want them to get out all the way over there to support this push. Okay. That's just so dumb. Oh well. Let's take a look at my at our mans over here. Oh. That's not what I wanted to do. Here we go. Thank you. Okay, hold. Rotate your whole body or hull. Okay, cool. Can you see anything? Yeah, kinda. Push up a bit more now. There's some trees and shrubs in the way. Shrubbery. Hold. Yeah, you are also a bit concealed, so let's have you push up a bit more. Okay, now what can you see? Hold here. Yes, you can probably get some good... Yeah, and he's targeting. Cool. So he is targeting the enemy light tank out there. Let's see if we can... Yes! And an instant hit. Nice, that should be enough. 188 should be more than enough. And here, what can you see? If those tanks do something silly, they might get targeted. But right now, no, I don't think so. This whole formation is just a fluster clock, whatever you want to call it. So here we have these units, which should be getting into, yes. So let's have this platoon move all the way out here. Actually, disallow that, and all the way out here, thank you. And this platoon should get over there. Yeah, cool. Okay, so Soviets are managing to infiltrate here. Yeah, we can hear Soviet SMG firing into the dirt, but it's still firing. And that Soviet got popped. Very nice. Here we go. Infantry units here are doing quite good work, actually. So you guys should set up here in this, around this concealed, more like grass to hide in and stuff, this area. And you guys please make your way, when you're done there, you can make your way up there. Cool. Yes, you seem to be having some information on the tank over there. See here, red, it means invisible target. Okay, should be getting eyes on though. Let's see, where did it, there, tiger. Well, let's have them hold here for now. Let's take a look over here. Can you even see anything here? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you got the hatch open. That's good. That's why the commanders always get killed. That's the most, like, in a tank, the most, well, dangerous, or, well, the most position in a tank crew, which takes the most casualties, is the commander, because they're always wanting to peek out, you know? It's kind of their job. Ceasefire, the Soviets are saying. Probably, maybe this 88 just fired, or this gun fired, because there was a smoke cloud here. Yeah, he's probably firing. Let's take a, yep, but he's not. He's just hitting the berm there. Let's see if we can push out just here, maybe. Let's be careful with this though. Yes. Getting some eyes our way. Yes, firing. Not hitting though, just bounced in front of it and bounced above it. But I don't know if that was a hit. He's firing at our friendly infantry, I think. Let's hold here. Yes, we have something else targeting as well. Tigers, or panthers. So probably they managed to communicate via radio that there's a T-34 here or something. That might have been a hit. Ooh, that's quick. The loader is great. But now they can't. It's impossible to see the target right now due to all the dust. But if you just hold the, like, gunner's primary sight onto the target and keep firing, there you go. Nice. If you just hold the, like, sight onto the target and keep firing, unit lost. MG42 over here, yeah. Oh, well, they're getting reinforced. These guys are moving across. Let's see here. Do you believe that you're done here? No, you should not be. So you should move like this and then take up defense like that. Thank you. And you guys, I don't know, move like this and then take up defense like that or something. So here we actually have these panthers as well firing across here. These are light tanks though. Yes, little P-70s. Okay, you guys taking, yeah, one casualty over here. The Panthers are supporting. Very nice. Let's go. Let's have this Panther push up into the shrubs with them, or in this concealed area. Meanwhile, these guys are getting into contact. Let's have their friendlies push up along here, so maybe we can start crossing the field, getting towards here and pushing up, you know. Retreat is being ordered by these friendly allied AI controlled guys, which, I mean, yeah, you blinked yellow. This gun is totally out of ammo almost. So he's gone through a lot of MG belts. Okay, so it's so hard to like get a... I just have to say, as I said earlier, probably the next campaign will be much more smaller scale than this, because even though it's fun, it's also just like a bit, you know, hard to follow along. My favorite battles, which I have recorded, were the ones out in the field, like, what will it be? I don't remember which episode that will be, probably like 2-3 episodes ago. We were out in the field with only 2 infantry companies and 1 like battalion commander with like his platoon under his command, separate engineer platoon assigned to the battalion commander. Basically, I'm sorry guys, I'm a bit acoustic. I have to get every detail right, or I try to. But yeah, basically just a small battle, like 2 companies versus a Soviet battalion or something like that. And it was just so easy to manage and follow along and everything like this. However, this shit, you know, it's really nice and it's cool that you can model this in a game, but it's so hard to follow along when you're recording and trying to make it into like a coherent video. Okay, they're targeting that MG, I think. That is pretty cool to see the AI doing. Like, they see muzzle flash and tracers probably, and then they start targeting it. So that's really cool to see. But yeah, it's really cool that you can do this and model this big battlefield and like things are happening everywhere. But it's just like, when there's so much to follow, it's hard to even find one thing to, you know, follow, basically. Nice. Panther hit a almost direct impact over here. Cool. Yeah, this orange blob, you know. There, this T-70 is feasting on German infantrymen. These guys are making their way out. Should not be doing it like concealed though. Yeah. Cool. Okay, I'm just trying to like gather my thoughts and my forces and thinking about what I'm gonna do. Let's see here. Let's see here. This place looks kinda okay to cross, maybe with the Panthers. Maybe. Just maybe. But we don't need them. I mean, we have some tanks here on this side of the map, or on this side of the road. We should be a-okay. Okay. The Soviets here have been, I think, reduced a lot. Yeah, oof, nice simultaneous fire from the Panthers. Yeah, as we can see here, lots of corpses. These guys are probably not too willing to keep up the fight. I mean, yeah, okay, fire on you guys, but you know, he can try firing, but he will get murked by the Panthers. If they can get a nice... Oh, that's a Soviet tanker who dismounted. What's that gun? Is that supposed to be some kind of DP? Oh, yeah, he and his comrade here. Cool. And look at this, little boats by the riverside. Oh, they have so many cute, like, little details in this game. For example, I wonder if I can find it over here. Let's see here. Like, this is a little well over here, but also, let me see if I can't find it. I'm just crazy right now, guys. I'm sorry. I can't find it. There's like, where is it? That's the old church. There's like a little park bench somewhere around here. Anyway, I just found this like, it's like a lovely little park bench, like by the river here. But yeah, overlooking this whole riverside. I think this is supposed to be a river. Yeah, you know, dried up and everything, whatever you want to call it. So this is a riverbed basically with some water left. But yeah, just a little bench overlooking it, you know. And it's so sad, like when you think about it, because why the hell are we, you know, they modeled everything of this in such a like nice way. It's such a like, just, you know, without even the tanks or anything, this would be like such a cool model of like a Soviet village in the 40s, you know. Yes, the detail of this game is amazing, you know. So here it's pretty cool. We have one infantry platoon holding, one crossing with two Panthers working as overwatch as well. And that guy is not, yeah, he's not doing good over there. Nice. Now they're transferring their fire here. Can't get out of there, guys. He's a bit harder to see, I think. Yeah, look at him in the grass. That's not gonna be easy to spot. Okay. So we seem to be getting eyes on units all the way out here now, which is cool. Here's one of our old, like, APCs that's been taken out. I don't know if that's something I've done. I don't think I've fought for this area, so that's just part of the map, or what, however you want to call it. Here. I think we have been, maybe we have fought across this area though. Huh. Let me just pause for a second. No, I don't. I'm unsure. I'm unsure. Cute homestead. Anyway. What a cute little word. Homestead. Here something is going down. This T-70 though. Still like, you know, doing good. He's moving backwards though. Towards where his like light tank comrades got taken out. So if he's not like careful, he might just get into the line of sight of a apex predator or an apex predator with some issues when it comes to like spare parts and you know, stuff like that. But still an apex predator. Yeah, as we said. Here we go. Tiger is, I think, locking on. No, is he missing? No, he can't see him anymore, maybe. Could be rotating his turret as well. Yeah, no, we are not spotting him anymore. Just for a slight second, the tiger over here spotted it. Okay, cool. These guys, okay, they're tired. Why are you tired? You have not been, okay, experience is not that good, huh? Okay. Let's have these guys hold now. Okay. So these guys will overwatch from here. Meanwhile, this squad now is on the attack. So they should push. No, that's a bad idea. That is a bad idea. Let's just have the rest of the squads then. Oh, yeah, I think one little push over here. One little push over here, they should be fine. I mean, sure, they might be tired, but I will just, you know, let them be tired, I guess. So our little T-70 here is still surviving. He's still going. Got a little smoke cloud covering him. Pretty cool. Good for him. And let's see here. Yeah, these platoons managed to make their way through without any issues. Oh, this AT gun is spotting the T-70 tank. And firing as well. Ooh, and I think he hit him as well. But he's still moving, isn't he? But that's a hard shot, my guys. I don't know how these guys are. Maybe they could spot it through there, actually. Maybe. Not anymore, though. He got one shot off. What I was thinking, though, is that maybe we should start moving one of these platoons out. But which one? This one looks like a good platoon for the job. So let's have them move out all the way over here. Yes, that's the next shot. Misses, though. Misses the T-70. Hiding here beneath trees and behind, like, or behind trees and beneath these hills and everything. He's hitting the old grave mound. However, might be abandoned, honestly, at this point. Yeah, I think they abandoned it. I don't know why, though. I don't think they... Did it take an impact? Unsure why they abandoned it. Which I would like to see even more of in this game, you know? That you sometimes... tankers should just abandon tanks, you know? If you, like, look in real life, it happens, like, more often than one would think that, especially, like, during World War II and stuff, where tankers just were like, nah, fuck this, I'm not staying in the tank, bro. Because, yeah, well, if you ever get the chance to get inside a World War II tank, you know, do it for yourself and see how you would like to spend time in there, getting shot at and hearing, like, bullets impacting next to you and or rounds impacting next to you and stuff. Just can't see anything, you know. I mean, anyway, let's do this. Let's have... Can't we order... Can't I order all these guys to mount up? Hold on. Let's see, where are the infantry guys? Let's have this little blitz move out here. And then we will see. Because they should be able to mount up in the back of the Opel. Anyway, let's have these guys mount up at least. This mechanized infantry group. Mechanized recon, rather. So these guys are slowly but surely getting kinda into position, you know? So let's have them take up defense along here, however they can. And let's have this infantry platoon now push up across here. Okay, cool. And let's have this Panther push across this field here. Let's have this Panther push up a little bit more as well. Should be good. Okay. This is crazy, though. I mean, basically they did the classic, you know, what everyone thinks the Soviets always did, which is basically just a human wave. Which, I mean, human waves do exist in warfare, don't get me wrong. And, like, I'm no fan of the Soviet, like, art of war, or however you want to call it. But, I mean, they were not, you know... They were still people. That's what I think a lot of people get wrong when they think about the Soviets and stuff. I mean, sure, the system was not very humane, and they did not fight in a very humane way of war. Or, how can you say it? Humanistic, almost. I don't know if that's a word in English, but it for sure is in Swedish, which means basically take into account... Okay. Anyway, you take into account human nature and like everything like that. And the Germans, how odd it might sound, or regardless of how odd it might sound, they did fight nice burst in a very humanistic way of war. They did not fight in a very humane way. War is not humane, but you know, you have to look at the human element when you're trying to plan for war and do stuff like that. You know, Soviets had more, like, they had a bit more tactical nuance than just human wave tactic, basically. They for sure did have more nuance than this, and the Germans for sure did have more nuance than this. You would not find this happening, ever. Give me one example of in 1943 where, like, Germans part of a, you know, integrated, like, battle group where you have tanks and everything, and you know, give me one example where anything close to this happened, you know. Please, developers. Here they're firing at these trucks out here. Oh, look! My voice is ruined from talking so much. Well, like, what are these? BA-64? I don't remember. These are little recon cars or armored cars. They can be taken out by, like, basically sneezing at them. So, I mean, but they're small. So it might be a hard target, especially from this distance. Bro, look at these Panthers. You will not be hitting this shot. Maybe, actually, it's not an impossible shot. They're on the move, though, so, I mean, that makes it a bit hard. If they were stationary, probably the Panthers could, you know, get it going. I don't know, how far is that exactly? Let's see here. Around 2 kilometers. Yeah, you could definitely do that with a Panther. Definitely, especially if they were stationary. I think the magnification on the, like, German tank sites, at least I know for the Tiger, you had the, don't remember what it's called, but you had a 2.5 as, like, a general magnification, which can be compared to, for example, the Leopard of today, where the, like, standard magnification of the gunner primary sight is 3 times. So that's basically when you're firing, that's really close, you know. That's what you use in the closest of distance. And then I think the Leopard goes up all the way to, like, 12 times. And anyway, the Tigers went from 2.5 to, oh, getting a bit stuck, are we? 2.5 up to 5 times. So, I mean, with a 5 times scope, firing at this size of a target, you can definitely hit it at, like, 2 kilometers. It's not going to be easy. It's not what I'm saying. But it's definitely doable, you know. Rounds are impacting here. However, missing. Yeah. Cool. Here we took some casualties. This platoon has been a bit reduced. Let's see, are you guys still tired? No. Okay. Let's have these guys set up defense towards here then. And have this platoon cross over here. Yes, nice. Let's have the Panthers push up as well. This way. Okay, so we do have an enemy across the river. However, we should be able to deal with him. He's hiding here in the shrubs, in the shrubbery. Look at this. Oh! Bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah. The crocodile soldier. That's crazy. That is crazy. But these guys are finding some sort of positions, maybe. Pampers are moving up. Okay, cool. These guys are getting contacted now. Firing at a lot of things, I don't know. Firing to the right. Enemy, there's no enemies there, what I know. But they're spreading out quite nicely, getting into a nice firing line with great lines of sight as well. Look at this. Can even see the armored cars way out there in the back. Firing. Yeah, I can see a Soviet over there. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Let's see here. Maybe we can get one of the Panthers across here. Let's be careful though. Let's be careful. And this one should definitely not cross there. Because that's marked as a mine location. Yeah. Mines? Yeah, no. Let's stop this shit. Hold. Yeah, damaged track side chassis. Let's see if we can have you reverse. As always, they pop up smoke when reversing, even if they maybe don't need to. Let's just have you hold here. Yeah. Well, it was a try. You know. I wanted to see if we could. Enemy retreats. Okay. Huh. Yeah, no wonder. Look at our casualties now. We've taken maybe 36, around 40 casualties from my controlled units. Let's see the total in casualties later. And look at us. This is so cool. Look at these guys. Crossing. Anyway, we have taken around 40 casualties. Let's see how many we have in total when this is all over. Yeah, key point taken. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so 127, guys. So we took around 36. The rest of our forces took around, what will that be, like 90 casualties in of its own. So yeah, still we managed to beat the Soviets quite well. They took more than us though. Which, when you look at our friendly battle plan, it's a bit surprising almost. We took a lot of captives, you know. We have 0 captive of our own forces being taken captive though, which is pretty cool. Let me see, did we get any cool achievements? 3-to-1 ratio, yeah. Yeah, they have been severely reduced in their weighted platoons, their area, everything. We destroyed 11 of their tanks. They took out some of our guns. We destroyed 10 trucks and APCs. Let's see here. A lot of our command was reduced, which is not any of like my units, I think. Really. Some of our heavy weapons got destroyed. Yeah, not so surprising looking at heavy weapons. Even our MG platoon is counted in towards that, the one that got engaged by the T-34. So, you know, it happens. Yeah, and as we remember, one of our 80 guns got taken out. But all of this is, you know, this is not only my forces, these are the allied forces as well, in quotation marks. However, if we look at the Soviets, they got the brunt of it. Let's take a look at the after battle statistics. Let's see how long. Okay, yeah, puck is abandoned. It's a bit damaged and it's lost as well. That can't reuse it, sadly. This one will have to be repaired for 12 man hours. We have 5 men. So 12 divided by 5. I'm not great at maths. That should not be too long of a time though. What is that? A bit more than 2 hours. So yeah. And it will probably be able to be used in the next battle as well. Without any big problems, I think. Anyway. Du- 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 du. We did manage to hit one of those little, yeah, BA-64 is what they're called. Anyway, let's take a look at this. So yeah, these were actually part of command unit, which would be the HQ of the 61st Guards Artillery Regiment. And here we have Petukhov platoon, which is the armored car platoon. This one seems to have taken a hit, or it's broken at least. Let's see if we can do that. Yeah, but I don't see from what. Maybe an MG, like, destroyed the wheel or something. And I think they should be, yeah, there's only two guys in this. You have a driver and a MG gunner here. Let's see, that is the same machine gun, by the way, that we spotted on that Soviet tanker. Let's see, what is it called? DT, of course, of course. So that's Degtyarev's tank machine gun. Same inventor as the DP-28, by the way, or DP-27, DP-28 machine guns. So this one got hit by, from these Panthers then. Let's see here. Yeah, those Panthers. Yeah, whatever. And yeah, that's one of the a Panther projectile is enough to take one of these guys out. Trust me. Anyway, oh, we got a tank battalion commander. Oh, that was the commander of the tank, but no, we didn't do anything to him. I think that was just the misfortunate one that got into the ditch here. Oh man. Took out the whole recon platoon. Here we go. These are the tank platoons then. Let's see what hit you. Huh? Got hit once by a 75 millimeter. Killing the gunner, loader, destroying the radio, destroying the gun turret reciprocator. Yeah, nice. This one is burnt out. Got hit by, actually here, the only thing we can see is a 7.5 millimeter Sprenggranate, 42, which is a high explosive shell, but we cannot see anything else that has impacted it. I do believe that something else must have hit it, though. For example, this wheel got knocked off. And yeah, we can even see impact over there. So, and a bunch of MG fire as well. Anyway, let's see here. Kik Vidse. I don't know what that means. That sounds like Georgian or something. Oof, yeah, and that was the guy. The 8.8 centimeter went through here. I think we saw this hit and I commented on it. The loader was killed. The gun, that is not the gunner. The gunner is GN, is what it's called. Anyway, the sight got taken out. I think that would be the whole gun basically got taken out by that impact. Yeah, and this one injured or destroyed a fuel tank. Oh, okay. Here we have another burnt out T-34. However, no hit vectors to be found. Guess they get a bit funky when they start burning then. And this one got hit in the back of the turret, killing the gunner and the loader, injuring the driver. Maybe that is the machine gunner, MG. Guy got this guy that should sit here. He got injured by that too. The gun reciprocator was also injured or damaged. It's hard to keep track, and it got hit here as well, but this hit vector was not. It's nothing we can analyze, sadly. And here we have, let's see here, a lot of impacts actually. A lot that actually did something. So this one impacted but bounced off. However, like it injured the gunner and a gunner machine gunner. Okay, yeah. Or maybe it's the gunner and the machine gun. I don't know. Basically, maybe spalling injured them. This one killed the loader. Also not penetrating, but bouncing. However, spalling, which is when like flakes of armor bounce off from the inside. From the impact, they killed the loader. And here we can also see that the fuel was ignited by 88. So the gunner and the machine gunner were killed here in this impact. Ammo was hit. Track and chassis was totally destroyed, and the fuel tank was set on fire by that round. Anyway, back here is a part of AT gun company. Oh, he's the company commander of the AT gun. Here we have some MGs. This we did not do anything really about those. Here we have T-70s. Okay, cool. So here we got, this one got impacted once by the Russian captured AT gun. And this damaging track and chassis. This is the German AT gun, killing the gunner, destroying the gunner. Gun, like, in of itself, the actual gun. This one is taken out by a 88mm from the front. Yeah, I think we saw that happen. Probably, maybe. Here we have probably the main suspect. Let's see here. No hit vectors can be found. Yep. And this one got lit up by MG fire. However, nothing really that damaged it. Anyway. And here we have a T-34 taken out by 75mm, killing basically every crewman. Yeah, killing every crewman and destroying a bunch of things inside. That was a nice impact. I wonder who fired that round. Let's see here. Came from here. What did we have? Maybe the AT gun over there, actually. So yeah, this one killed one personnel, so might be that AT gun. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Forward observer. Okay, cool. So as we can see, we have gotten a lot of control. So I think all of this red area is what's now under our control. The blue area is still held by the Soviets. So I think that's what this means. We will look at the operational map now and see what we've gotten under our control. There we go. Return to operation. Okay, cool. So yeah, they keep this little area under their control. However, we have moved across here, and we also have this little area under our control, which is pretty cool. So the how do you say it? The noose is tightening around the Soviets right now. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that would be it for the video, actually. Thank you guys for watching. In the next episode, we will press this cool button next turn and see what happens and what happened in real life. And I will get back to you guys then. Until then, I hope you have an amazing day or evening. And yeah, if I'm a bit rusty in my commentary like this video, you know, it's because I haven't recorded in a while. I can feel it myself, like, what exactly am I talking about here, you know? It's hard. It's all I'm gonna say. It's actually harder than you can expect to do this. If you ever wanna, if you ever get the chance, you know, try it. Even if you don't upload it, just try talking into a microphone and keeping it semi-relevant or entertaining whilst you play a game, you know. It's way harder than I expected, at least. Anyway, see you guys in the next episode. Bye.